ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कथामहिं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So, is there someone from Aachen here? Vipana phone. No. Yesterday was a very nice program, and as part of that, they were too enthusiastic who wanted to join our sessions. Just checking if they. Okay, while they join. Yeah, welcome you to our systematic study of Vedic scriptures. And as part of that, we are reading and discussing the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. And we started the chapter 13 last week, which is again, if we understand, Bhagavad Gita can be seen as three parts: chapter 1 to 6, 7 to 12, 13 to 18. Chapter 7 to 12 deals very deeply about pure devotional service, and chapter 1 to 6 gives us a hint of what is karma, what is akarma, vikarma, so and also how to practice it in practical way, with some buddhi yoga, some elements of jnana yoga, everything compiled together, because karma yoga cannot be complete without understanding the purpose of what we are doing, why we are doing. So that is dealt in the chapter 1 to 6, and chapter 13 to 18 is giving a detailed understanding about the jnana. Yeah, because when we are performing even devotional service, it's always helpful why we are doing it. mm, Ultimately is to please the Lord. And especially the chapter 13 deals with a very important aspect about who am I, mm, what is this body made of, and not only this, what is the effect of it along with me. Is there someone staying in this body? No? Very scary, right? So we always think we are private. As soon as we shut the door, then there is no one else. The next verse, what we will discuss is about, okay, the Lord is also present in us, with us. And not only this, we are living in a material world, and in this material world, um, do we have any clue of what kind of world is this? And what are the effects of it? Okay, maybe world, okay, world is very passive. That's what we may think. But what about people? Some people are selfish, some people are generous, uh, and some people are interacting with us in favorable way, unfavorable way. Some people are very strong, some people are very soft, all these things. So this is about nature. So this is the chapter. If we can understand properly, then we can navigate through the system, through the people, through the society, and attain that blueprint of how to practice karma yoga, especially even. And as part of that, yeah, are we ready? Hmm? Not an exciting subject. That was a wake up question. I think everyone needs some wake up. Please turn on your videos. Now everyone is scared a bit. Yeah, just for a minute, turn on your videos.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Using this opportunity, everyone happily greet yourself. Hare Krishna, everyone. There are still more windows to
Hare
turn
Krishna
on.
Prabhuji.
Venimad Prabhu has a reason, huh? Good. So you're all ready. At least this shows that when you turn on videos, you're active. Thank you very much. Anyway, just warm up. But isn't it not an interesting subject matter for us? Now and then, whenever we have Q&As, the important question comes: how to deal with others, how to
Yes, Guru.
control our, yeah, how to control our anger, how to control our emotions, how to not be cheated, how to ignore things, how to respond properly, all these things, right? Of course, Bhagavad Gita, we don't want to present this as a life coach uh, kind of a book, but rather we want to say that can still be a basis from where we can elevate ourselves when we attain that state. Yesterday, His Holiness Bhakti Maharaj was saying, yoga is not about only some exercises. Yama and niyama are very important. And to practice yama and niyama, this is what Bhagavad Gita is helping us. What is that? Hmm? And when we come to that stage to appreciate what is beyond it, then we can also discuss about, okay, what is the purpose of yama and niyama? Okay, if we attain yama niyama, what is that next stage? So this is all what Bhagavad Gita is offering us. So everyone ready? Then I'll share the screen, and one of you please read 13.3. Who would like to read this? 13.3. Dankeli Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. 13.3. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kshetrena janmam api mam vidhi sarva kshetresu. Bharata kshetre janosha. Janam yat tat janma matmam mama. Translation: O session of Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. That is my opinion. Purpose: whole discussing the subject of the body and the knower of the body, the soul and the super soul. We shall find their different topics of study, the Lord, the living entity and matter, in every field of activities in every body. But there are two souls, in individual soul and and the super soul, because the super soul is the plenary explanation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna says, I am also knower, but I am not the individual knower of the body. I am the super knower. I am person in every body as the Paramatma of super soul, one who studies the subject matter of the field of activity and the knower of the field very mutually. In terms of Bhagavad Gita, can attain to knowledge. The Lord says, I am knower of the field of activities in every individual body. The individual may be knower of his own body, but he is not knowledge of other bodies. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is present as the super soul in bodies, knows everything about all bodies. He knows all different bodies of all the various species of life. A citizen may know everything about his part of land, but the king knows not only his place, but all the properties proceed by individual citizens. Similarly, one may the priority of the body individually, but the Supreme Lord is the priority of all bodies. The king is the original priorities of kingdom, and the citizen in the secondary priority. Similarly, the Supreme Lord is the supreme priority of bodies. The body consists of the senses. The Supreme Lord Krishna which means the controller of senses. He is the original controller of the senses, just as the king is the original controller of all the activities of state. The citizens are secondary controllers. The Lord says, I am also knower. This means that he is the super knower. The individual soul knows only his practical body. In the Vedic literature, it is stated as follows. Kshetrani hi sarirani bajam kapi subha shubhe tani veti sa yogatma tat kshetra jan uache ukte. Sorry. This body is called the kshetra, and within it dwells the owner of the body and the Supreme Lord, who knows the body, who knows both the body and the owner of the body. Therefore, he is called the knower of all fields. The destination between the field of activities, the knower of activities, and the supreme knower of activities is described as follows. Perfect knowledge of the constitution of the body, the constitution of the individual soul, and the constitution of the super soul is the known in themes of Vedic literature as jnana. That is the opinion of Krishna to understand both the soul and the super soul as one at distant is knowledge. One who does not understand the field of activities and the knower of activities is not perfect knowledge. One has to understand the position of prakti, nature, purasa, the enjoyer of nature, and Iswara, the knower who dominates or controller nature and the individual soul. One should not confuse the three in their different capacities. One should not confuse the painter. The painting, and the easier the material world, which is the field of activities, is nature, and the enjoyer of nature is the living entity, and above the both is the supreme controller, the personality of Godhead. It is stated in the Vedic language in the Sattvastara Upanishad 1.12. Bhokta Yoganam Priyatam Kamatva Sarvam Proktam Triveditam Brahmam Etva. There are three Brahmana conceptions. Prakti is Brahman as the field of activities, and the Jiva, individual soul, is Brahmana and is trying to control material nature, and the controller of both them is also Brahmana, but he is the factual controller. In this capture, it will also be explained that out of the two knowers, one is fallible, and the other is infallible. One is superior and other is subordinate. One who understands the knows, one who understands the two knowers of the field to be one and the same control. What is this? Thank you, Prabhuji. One is the superior and other is subordinate. One who understands the two knowers of the field to be one and the same contradicts the supreme personality of Godhead, who states here very clearly, I am also the knower of the field of activity. One who misunderstands a rope to be a serpent is not in knowledge. There are different kinds of bodies, and there are different owners of the bodies, because each individual soul has its individual capacity of loading its over material nature. There are different bodies, but the supreme also is present in them as the control. The word ka is significant for the indicates the total number of bodies. That is the opinion of Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan. Krishna is the supreme soul person, each and every body part from individual soul. And Krishna explicitly says here that real knowledge is to know that the super soul is the controller of both field of activities and the finity enjoyer. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Dankali Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, such a long purport with a lot of tongue twisters. Yeah, very nice. So, but this is a kind of a summary understanding of, at least at a knowledge level, who we are. Kshetragna chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetragnayor gnanam yat tad gnanam matam Mama. Mata means opinion. My opinion. What is the Lord's opinion? Can it be fluffy? Can it be shaky? No, it is absolute truth, because the words of the Lord are absolute truth. And what is Lord saying? He's saying, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies. And to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. What is the knowledge? So what should be our questions? Yesterday Maharaj was also mentioning that the difference between humans and animals. Animals, we may think, okay, no, definitely we are far better, we are civilized, we have societies, we have attained great level of science and technology advancement. So we see that no, we are far beyond the animals species of life. But if we see how are we different, if we carefully analyze, we see that animals have built their own places how they can stay. Maybe some are sleeping on the trees, some are sleeping in the caves, and some are taking shelter in the waters. We don't know. So different species are sleeping, and humans also are sleeping. Mm. And that too, sound sleeps. I don't know. I don't know if we have come across animals snoring. Have anyone heard that? Anyone? No, right? I
No.
don't think so. No, maybe they are not. Uh, so in that way, even they are little better than us, I think. So sleeping areas, yeah, it's same. Animals do that, and we also do that. Sleeping, eating, yeah. Some are non-vegetarian, some are vegetarian. Uh, Animals may not have become, what is it called? Um, Vegan. No, they are vegans, right? So if you see, uh, they don't survive on dairy products in that way, and they don't eat. So we say elephant is a nice example for a vegan species. So in that way, they have eating demands that they cater. We also, when we are hungry, we also look up for something to eat. And then when it comes to um, defending, we have our sophisticated equipment. Animals also have sophisticated ways. It's not so easy to catch a deer. Forget about deer. Can we catch even a housefly? It itself is very difficult. So their defending mechanism is also there, but ultimately activities are same. And then mating. So we see, oh, okay, we may have a very sophisticated way of planning procreation, but animals may not be doing so. We may have a little controlled way of living, but animals may not, or may, we don't know. We see that activities is again same. And other than these four, are we doing something extra? Huh? If we are saying no, science has advanced only to facilitate these things, isn't it? If someone has found out a very nice way to fly into the SpaceX, yeah, project, whatever, what is the purpose of it? So that we can understand this world better, isn't it? Hmm? Science advancement is for what? For comforting. What kind of comfort? That we could eat a proper food. We could make raw materials into finished products. Again, what? This. Is there something else? Can you think of that the science and technology has helped us beyond these four needs? Anyone? This is your
At the
choice.
moment,
Hare
Chance.
Krishna Prabhu.
technology is helping us to communicate. Like, for example, this example, like you are
Yeah. Communication,
Yeah.
nice. And how does it help communication? What kind of activity is it supporting? To socialize, right?
Yeah, to
And
socialize.
why do we communicate? Yeah, because of socializing, we can feel comfortable, right? Okay, if I have a problem, I can call someone. If they have a problem, I can call someone, isn't it?
Yes.
Or if we may say, no, 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 come on. It's not only that. I call people not only for helping, uh, not only when they have a problem, but I call them to share my feelings. Why do we share that? To feel comforted, isn't it?
Right.
Hmm? Any other thoughts? What the science and technology advancement,
In
um,
the medical industry.
medical industry? So it is protecting, right? Shelter.
Yes.
Anything else? Animals don't have it. Hmm? They don't have. Nowadays, in if you go, there are so many veterinary hospitals, right? Humans are creating problems to animals, and then they are giving medicines also. Don't you see that way?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. The other day I was reading that dogs eat grass. Do you know this? Sometimes, yeah. We usually know like dogs don't eat grass, right? They eat grass for kind of cleaning some intestines, something like that. So in the nature there is abundant ways, and the Lord has given intelligence of taking up so that they can maintain, yeah, also health. Anyone else?
Educational advancement.
What kind of educational advancement, Devanshi, Mataji?
Like, okay, so I might have missed it because I was in motion. So when I heard it was like what animals don't have and we have it. Is it so or?
I'm saying that not they don't have, we have. What I'm saying is that the activities are same. Maybe the way we are doing is different. Just
Okay.
if
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'm so
so,
sorry.
I'm asking. We have advanced a lot in science and technology. The question is, how is it helping us beyond these four activities?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Prabhuji.
No, 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 fine. So, yeah, education, but again, it's only helping us to do what? These four things far better. Or we don't even know unless we give it a chance of 100 years and then review. Did air conditioning really helped mankind, or did air conditioning messed up mankind? Hmm? Did expanding the cities, did it help mankind, or did it screw up, hmm, the quality of life? So in
Hare
that
Krishna,
way.
Prabhuji.
Mm-hmm. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. I mean, science and technology have advanced a lot compared to last 500 years, but the output of each and every evolution is negative in some sense.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like, yeah, education progressed, but the education is completely material because ultimately people are still, yeah, they may be rising above the corporate chain of ladders, but they're still doing those four things which are common to animals.
Mm.
Like for example, the other day, Elon Musk wants to
Shoot
uh,
a rocket
yeah,
into the
shoot a
space.
rocket into the space, and he wants to establish a colony in Mars. So, for
Mm.
example, even if we assume that if he establishes a colony in Mars, ultimately human beings without proper consciousness will still do the same four things which they're doing on planet Earth.
Yeah, very
So,
nice. Mm.
uh,
Yeah,
so
the first
then,
thing after they go there, what do they look? Is there
yeah,
things for eating?
exactly, Prabhu. Yeah.
After they can first demand eating is done, is there a place for mating? Otherwise, just if imagine if there is no facility for mating, will they go there? No.
Yes, Prabhuji. So every
And then
experiment,
what will happen when more people are going there? Then defending comes a problem, right? Because then you start. Even now we see. Can we imagine if there is a small piece of land and there is a dispute between the neighbors? Would it happen also in Mars?
Exactly, Prabhuji. It's the same tendency, same output
Yeah.
will be there. So the other day, I mean, maybe this is an opportunity to share when we are having a evening walk with Sri Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj.
Mhm.
So that day, I think there was a question asked by Ram Raghav Prabhu regarding the current education. Then Maharaj said the current education is just completely faulty. So whatever education, though it is in Germany or US, wherever you go, it is completely faulty. The output of the current education system is nil. So Maharaj directly, directly tells, and it is more or less clear. I mean, if not for proper consciousness, the product of the current education system is completely material. So
Yeah.
yes, Prabhuji. So yeah. So science and technology, as I mean, Srila Prabhupada had stressed it in many, I think even in Prabhupada Leelamrit, we see it many times that Prabhupada challenged the current scientists that what is the purpose of science and technology, even in MIT, USA. He challenged that if you cannot understand what is soul, then what is the purpose of all your experiments? Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dinath Prabhu. Yeah. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes,
Go ahead.
Prabhuji, about these four things: eating, sleeping, knitting, and defending. So I was thinking that these scientists, so some scientists, they are genuinely curious what they are doing in the universe, and they try to uh, find out. And so they are not some old scientists like Stephen Hawking, or they have no, I mean, their bodily condition is so bad that I don't think they would be interested in eating, sleeping, knitting, and defending. But they are still curious to know about the construction of the universe, or where they live and these things. So yes, sometimes I think that there is one, and these outside of these four aspects, there is also this curiosity that's also driving science and technology.
Isn't this still this curiosity, advancement, all still, isn't it coming to one of these four? If you really see, yeah, how to understand everything is coming under defending, right? The more you know, the more safe you can, the more comfort you have.
Just for you, but one can have also this genuine curiosity that they want to know, like though other animals have this.
Yeah, but what is the what is the rationale having to have such a curiosity? They want to give the world something that is unknown, right?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
maybe they
How
know
is it
these problems,
functioning?
problems of like they have to die, or so they are curious that they find some solution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fine. This is also like still comforting ourselves. Huh? Maybe animals are not doing this. Yeah, nice. Animals are not just thinking how to um, arrange our best facilities. We're not satisfied with this. We want more and more. Yeah. So that aspect is different or above the animal propensities, but used in a wrong way. Yeah, and that's where we come to the actual point. Humans are different, definitely. It's not like, okay, now we start stamping, oh, even the world is saying that we have come from monkeys and we are also social animals, right? Maybe animals, but social animals. So all these things. No, I think with what you have said, Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu, there is something beyond this curiosity, jigyasa. And this curiosity, if we carefully see, this is actually to find the source, as you also said, na? The source of creation, the source of ourself, which is called Brahma Jigyasa. Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And then here we find um, the answers to such questions. But if we say, no, I will disregard this, but I'll find my answers my own ways, there is a chance of success and failure. But if I take up to this answer which is already there, which is already proved, which is already presented, then if we take this, then there is no chance, question of failure. It's only success. But what is happening? Just like the example, classic example of the child, if he wants to know who is his father, he goes to his mother, and mother says, "Who is it?" And then he knows that he is so and so his father. And if we want to know the source of everything, father is the source of the son, right?
Yes. Yes.
So whom to ask? Vedas, the scriptures. The Vedas are giving the understanding of who is the person behind all this creation. So the Brahma Jigyasa is so much there in us. This curiosity is an inbuilt, even despite of all the disappointment and depressions that we go through. Still, this curiosity is always there, that emerges out to do something, to know something. That is Brahma Jigyasa. Is the Athat Brahma The Jigyasa is there, but our life actually starts when we have this Athat Brahma Jigyasa. This is the postulate that's mentioned in the Vedanta Sutras, that life actually begins after we come up with this query about Athat Brahma Jigyasa. Not just inquiring, not asking which politician has done what was the historical facts in different times. All this curiosity is there. What is it going to bring us? Maybe more knowledge. What is this value of that knowledge? It is temporary. What is the temporary knowledge can solve a permanent problem? No. We want to take shelter of Paravidya, which is beyond this. And that knowledge through which we can enlighten ourselves and appreciate that the human form of life is very, 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 very rare. And when we understand this, then we come to this point, okay, let me understand in further detail what is actually this human form of life. And there where we are now, we are just reading this. Krishna is saying that his opinion is what? That you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies. So that's how the Lord is present in ourselves. And of course, we'll read the purport, which is lengthy, but we'll also see that Lord has set up such a perfect system. Just imagine a sensor. Yeah, a sensor is built in everyone's body. It is going to tell whether our hand has moved or whether we moved. Just imagine our car have, what is it called? GPS, geo positioning system. Is it right?
Yes, global positioning.
Global, thank you. Yeah, global positioning system. What is it telling? It's saying where's the car going. It can keep track of. The governments have this info. They know where exactly the car is going. But can it know who is inside the car and what is he doing?
No.
No, right?
Yes.
And just imagine that this body, one may know, okay, he's black, he's white, he's gray, or whatever, all colors, he's that country, this country. But does he know who is inside this body? Yes, I read Bhagavad Gita, that is soul. Yeah. And what kind of soul it is? What are the properties of the soul? No, we don't have the knowledge. And now we are even seeing, oh, not one, there are two souls in every body. Every manufactured body has two souls. I was thinking that father is the seed giving, and which means a son or a daughter are coming from the father. But then what is happening? In the same body, there is also the Supreme Lord. So he functions such a way that he is going into minute, he is present, so omnipotent. no, omniscient. Sorry, omniscient. He's present everywhere. He's present in individual. And what does he do? This is also what we will read. In that way, just as analogy that GPS is helping the government to track the cars, the Lord is present in everyone's heart to track what exactly every detail of what we are doing. So in a room, it's not only one, actually it is two persons staying. And what are the difference between these two persons within the same body? This is what is the purport about. I hope this kind of, what do we call this? Preface for this purport can help us to dive deep. Of course, any questions so far? Anything anyone want to ask?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, one point which I wanted to add to
Yeah.
Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu's question. Can you hear me? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So yeah, many scientists were curious, genuinely curious to, find solutions. Like for example, Einstein theory of relativity. But they reached a stage after diving deep that they were unable to find answers to what they were looking for. So even Einstein had brought God into the equation. Like for example, maybe this thing we will say, Bhagavad Gita and all our Vedic scriptures are called as timeless wisdom. Here, the word timeless, we can actually explain it based on Einstein's theory of relativity. Keshav Swami Maharaj, I think recently in Cologne, he explained this single statement called timeless in terms of scientific view. For example, when we are going up and up towards the universe, as Maharaj explained, the number of the amount of time that you spend on top and top will be, the duration will be more on earth. Like for example, if you are going so many, this is stated in Bhagavad Gita, right? I mean, one day in Brahma is like, yeah, exactly. One day in the life of Brahma is some million and millions of years on earth. And this is what actually Einstein brought the time dilation principle in his theory of relativity, in all his experiments. But that is the reason Bhagavad Gita is called timeless, because it is too, it just cannot be measured with respect to time. And within this single statement, entire knowledge, whatever scientists have brought in, right? I mean, the theory of relativity, this time dilation principle, all these things, black holes, everything. I mean, entire knowledge is there in our Srimad Bhagavatam and all our Vedic scriptures. And so ultimately, scientists also have resigned to the will of the God when they had faith on God. But some scientists, okay, fine, they are atheists. They did not bring God into their equation. But scientists like Einstein, they eventually brought God into equation.
Yeah, nice example. This brought me to recollect sometimes what this happens to me. I don't know if you also do this, that sometimes when you are walking and then especially this happens during the trekking sessions where we go to a new place, new forest or a hill, right? And then we start walking, and after some time we want to come back, and then we start seeing, okay, which way and all these things. Somehow we come to a spot that, okay, we believe that, okay, by taking this path we will go back. But just if we made a wrong decision and then we keep on going and going, there is always this feeling that no, 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 I will, next turn definitely will get me closer. No, the next turn will get me closer. And we continue to go every turn, whatever we can see. And then finally, until there is a dead end, we don't want to give up this exploring more and more and more in the direction what we have took. Isn't it? I don't know if some have these experiences. Otherwise, join my walking sessions. You'll have this. Yeah, Rupa also says, I think we have gone too far now. Let's go back and start. And then this is all coming why? Because I don't have the knowledge. Just imagine if I already have a GPS in my hand, and then I can already say, oh, okay, this is showing, this Google map is showing, by going this way doesn't bring anything. Of course, it will kill my curious expedition spirit, because I already have everything in my hand. But what might be seen here is that, yeah, it's wasting also our time. Yeah, of course, walking, we anyway, it's a hobby, so there is no strict deadline or the cost of it and nothing. That's why we take it easy. But if we just apply this in our life is not so cheap. As I was just mentioning, our life is very, very rare. And this means we should not take a risk of try and error. Hmm? But actually, we have to refer to the sources. Hmm? Why can't scientists accept the spiritual science? It's really, I mean, I still don't understand why can't they do it. Huh? Because they think that, oh, it's inferior to believe in something that there is no proof. Yeah, but material science, are we working everything with all proofs? Then only we are advancing. No, we are taking some assumptions, shortcuts, and everything. If it works, we just say it works. If not, not work. So there are also so many assumptions, so many loop. What do you call black holes? Right? Not the real black hole. The black holes in the knowledge. Hmm? What do you say?
Yes, Prabhuji. I think ultimately, what I mean, karma yoga is the very basic thing which I mean, all of us, including scientists, can apply that whatever technology that they are exploring, ultimately in the service of God.
Yeah.
Then the
There
world
are
would.
instances, yeah, there are instances where scientists logically thought it is correct, but because they were not able to prove, that's why they didn't bring it to light. Even when you were mentioning about Einstein, yeah, or Newton, they also, there is a reference, right? So they also looked into this kind of spiritual subject matters to understand spirit, and then metaphysics and all these things came, right?
Yes,
Just
Prabhuji.
whatever they want, they just picked up. Yeah. To support their material way of understanding things. Yes, but yeah, then let's understand things as it is.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, about one point I was thinking that so there are many these persons who have like yeah, past life, some memories or what, I
Okay.
don't know what they say, but why then they still there are, if there are a lot of examples are still available, they don't flow in the mainstream media or anywhere else to investigate further. They
You
don't
see,
go,
those
they
things fly
still.
more in India, Italy, in developing countries, no? Those kind of things flow more. If you see newspapers, there are, even in India, there are case studies and all. Why in the Western world? Because they don't believe what they don't see. But if you go to
But
Italy, that, for
Prabhuji,
example,
this is not proof like they have document person is there, but still they are not
yeah, yeah,
going.
but yeah. So they would say that it's made up. I can give an example. I was talking to one of my colleagues, ex-colleagues, 10 years back, where I was saying in Srimad Bhagavatam there is also description about how a fetus develops into a baby in the womb of the mother. He said, yeah, why not? It's possible, yeah, because in those days death rate was so high that as soon as when a mother is, yeah, halfway during her pregnancy dies, then they would have done some autopsy or whatever, and then would have checked it, and then, oh, this is the development. They have documented what has happened, every whatever cases they could come across, and they have documented in Bhagavatam.
Yes,
Hmm?
yeah, I have also heard like that
Yeah.
they have done this for every month to check.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now the science is also doing every month, right? But a different thing. So that is the way of us to understand this knowledge. So that has always been the way, and that's why we try to also see only in that way. Just imagine, we always, when we scan, when we go out, we scan, oh, where is the watercolor? Is always blue. As soon as if the watercolor is green, wow, how can it be possible? Really, I want to find the root cause of it. Yeah. But again, the approach that I'll take is, okay, same. The way the science wants to analyze, prove, everything is still based on that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So the Prabhuji is so in the material world they focus only on one material science, but the spiritual
Therefore,
science is also science, but they don't.
no, the definition of material science itself is see what you believe, what you see. That itself is a paradigm, which is not right. uh. So we are limiting the science. So what is beyond that we cannot, what is beyond that we cannot see, science is not in a position to accept it.
Yes, Prabhuji. Or that
Yeah.
is not full-fledged science because it is
Yes.
not.
Yes. That's why there is paravidya, aparavidya. We are talking about only one kind of science, and we think everything is that, and we want to prove everything only through this light. And no, there is something beyond it. Just like if someone wants to measure fever, they want to use thermometer, not a barometer, right? No, both are meters, na. So let's use. No, it won't work. So we need to take the approach and empirical. Yeah, Sankhya philosophy is there. Indeed, it is there. But again, understanding everything, but removing God, the main person behind all that, how foolish it is. Because we didn't see God, let's remove that. Remaining we saw. I saw the air, I saw the soil, I saw the, everything I'm seeing, I accept only that. But who is the creator? No, I will not accept God. We accept everything, the creation of God we are accepting, but not accepting that He is the creator. Why? We can't see.
Yes, Prabhuji. They in the end they name some God particle like that.
Yes, even the soul. When I was talking to my cousin 6 years back, I mean, he gave a very technical term for soul. Yeah, science also have a name. I asked 3 questions or 4 questions, then he understood. No, we don't know answer for that. Finish. It's only terminologies. Once there was like, okay, once there was a doctor, we were asking, okay, what could be the reason why the person is suffering? Then he was saying this. He did all the tests and finally he told this person has this X disease. And I asked, what is this X disease? A person who cannot have all the diseases, he is categorized as this X disease person. Because he has some disease, that is fact, but because there is no name, that has a name for it. Until some scientist will come, put his name on it, it will go on like that. Anyway, so we are going far away from the actual knowledge, but I just wanted to help ourselves, because when conversations come, people should not think that, okay, we have become dull-headed, that's the reason, and we don't have spirit of exciting opportunities of the world, that's why we are taking to Krishna consciousness. No, rather we should understand that we are taking up to it very conscientiously. Any flaws that we have so far discussed? Anyone found any flaw in this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Not a flaw, Prabhuji, but just to add on, like animals also do network. In fact, Keshav Maharaj spoke about the pigeons going in a arrow direction, etc. So,
Yeah.
they also have the spirit of networking. We also do have, but one unique aspect is we can use it. Basically, the animals have it only for those 4 factors that we were discussing about, but we here are using networking for the purpose of spreading Krishna conscious. So I think that is something that we uniquely have. And also one interesting experience that happened this week was Keshav Maharaj's June 1st lecture. I was talking to you. So we kind
May
of
1st.
made use of June 1st, Prabhuji.
Last year. Okay.
No, this year, Prabhuji, from June 1st until he's
We are
conducting.
not yet in June, right? So
we are planning for
upcoming.
upcoming.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
So they wanted some hooks for Instagram. I will discuss to you today when we meet in the temple. So what would have been a 2 hours activity? We used GPT and kind of closed it in 10-15 minutes with all the
Wow.
engagement. I will show it to you today when we meet, Prabhuji. So I think we as humans have this unique skill of using technology towards Krishna consciousness spreading, Prabhuji. So,
Yeah. That is the actual purpose. That is the actual purpose. Yeah. Of course, even if technology is not there, we can still manage. We should still manage practicing Krishna consciousness. But if technology is there, why not use it for the right thing? Just like if Prabhupada many times said that we don't need a sophisticated way of living. Simple living, high thinking means just if someone has a cow and a piece of land, that's it. Okay, one may think, oh, no, I need a tractor now. Now a land is there. Oh, no, I need a doctor to maintain the cow. Isn't it? Right? We start immediately making big plans. That is what our problem. We want to make it very sophisticated.
Yes, Prabhuji, absolutely. I recollect, you also speaking about the same thing sometime back when we said how all these billionaires have created world a better place. Then you mentioned that we create problems and then we also create solutions. I remember the concept.
Yeah. Anyway, but thanks for bringing that point. Yeah. So we see we should be very convinced that we are not just brainwashed in a way, but this is really the knowledge to really understand that we cannot take a wrong route and blame others. We take a wrong route, who is affected? No. All the sheep are going in the same direction. Let me also go. Odd man out is dangerous. People will, what do we call this? What do people do? Sarcasm. What is it? People will say, hey, he is a fool. And what is it called? People will make fun of us. That, hey, this guy doesn't have intelligence because that is the reason he's... No, see, someone has become a scholar. He has got a degree. He has done MBA. He is settled very well. Let us also do. But these people are not doing that. Have they gone crazy? There are always people who want to show that we are not doing right. But in the end, who is fault? We may think, no, we are also doing same thing. We are finding fault. No, we are finding fault based on what? Knowledge. We are not just because of our emotions, because out of our analysis. No, we are just seeing there is a book, and this is a book, this is a reference, and this is absolute truth. We just apply it and we are seeing everything as it is. It's working. Anyone can say that Bhagavad Gita is not working? If you see through the lines of Bhagavad Gita, is it not making sense? Anyone had any questions like this from others? Kaustubh Prabhu, what do you say? By the way, I'm very happy that your association is spending time with us. Others?
It is just, I would say, how do we relate it, and how we choose to relate those things to our life and make it.
Yeah. It in the sense, what is that? It science or
Yeah, in the sense of science, and also in terms of all of these discussions that we have. For example,
Yes.
knowing God particle, how the science is supporting or not supporting.
Yeah.
From at least based on my understanding of Bhagavad Gita, how I would say is everything is written in Bhagavad Gita. It's just our level of understanding, and we are not reaching to that level of understanding how it was told by Krishna. And we are revealing everything by the means of science and technology, which already said.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, very nice point. Yeah. So we can only see what we can see, right? There is still a lot beyond what was said. Yeah. So that's why what we are doing is we are developing that knowledge. We are developing that vision. And just like a student may not know everything, but the teacher knows everything, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
And with education, what is happening? The student is getting that education. So he is also qualifying. And one fine day, he is also becoming a teacher, isn't it? A school student can become a teacher of the school. And what is the process? Jnana yoga. So knowledge. Through the process of knowledge, he is getting the understanding. And of course, what is the means? Here we see that there is a guru. Yeah? If we talk in a traditional way, we are talking about a guru. There is a spiritual master. And from where he got this knowledge? From his guru. And from where did he get this knowledge? From his guru. And in that way, this is going way back to Krishna, the main source of this knowledge in the form of Bhagavad Gita. This knowledge is coming, and from there to next and next, and in that way, this knowledge has been passed. Just like a medical practitioner in those days, Ayurveda, right? There are so many secrets. Yeah, people may say, "Hey, why such a kind of family tradition is maintained?" Yeah, maybe others cannot understand so easily, or others may not appreciate what is that. Why? Because this knowledge is given to some X person. After that, it came to the next and next and next it came. Do we go to a doctor from that line, or do we go to a doctor who has just opened a hospital? Kaustuv Prabhu, we definitely go because there is a lot of backup that he has cured diseases of this kind of people. His father has done that. His father has done this. So much, right? That gives us a lot of assurance and confidence that yes, indeed, if I go, I will also get cured.
Yeah. Yes. And that's why we are also going to a doctor, which is it's a subject
expert.
Doctor, subject expert. Yeah. We're not going to treat our back pain.
We don't want, yeah, we don't want to experiment ourselves, ourselves with. So just like that. So with this knowledge also, as you said very nicely, that Krishna has said a lot. That is the reason. The beauty is the Bhagavad Gita. The more and more we read, under the guidance of a spiritual master or a devotee, representative of Krishna, the more and more we understand. So the same verse after 1 year, if we read, understanding is different because we are blessed with further detailed capacity to understand. Yeah, there is unlimited capacity that is there, but it only need to be opened. Just imagine a door full of gold. So much precious treasure is inside. The key is not there, but as soon as the key is opened, everything is yours. And the key is in the hands of what? The guru who is giving. Okay, you know how? You have to put this key inside, you have to rotate it, and then it will open. That's it. So the role of a guru, the role of a guide or spiritual leaders is to give this, open up the vision. They are not going to work for them. They're only helping them, enabling them so that they can also understand this higher. Tadvidhi pranipatena, pariprashnena sevaya. It is said one should approach a spiritual master and then do what? Pariprashnena sevaya upadeshyanti te gnanam jnanas tattvadarshinaha. They can help us. They can impart that knowledge. Why? Because they have seen the truth. As simple as that. Just like if I want to go to Australia, I have never gone, I would just ask a person who has already gone there. As simple as that, because they know the truth, what is how to go to Australia, what is there in Australia. But will he just tell? No, what am I doing? Might be I am paying him something for that service, or I'm just going doing some service. I'm asking good questions. I'm asking, hey, why, why in Australia there is no beach? Hmm? Or all kinds of crazy questions, whatever I may have. If I ask, you think, hey, just yeah, find someone else. So tadvidi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya. And then by pariprashna with proper inquiry, sevaya and proper service attitude, when we do these two things, upadeshyanti te jnanam, then this upadesh, the instructions are given by that people, which is actually very, very invaluable. And this is what um, is the purpose. So we don't want to just sit ourselves, find a book and read Bhagavad Gita. But no, yeah, we should, because when we again read exactly what, as Kaustubh Prabhu said, we may just have with our own understanding to to minimize the greatness of Bhagavad Gita to only to our level. We may not be appreciating higher level. So we have to raise our bar, our consciousness to the next levels, by consulting um, um, the speakers who are in this disciplic succession. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? I think today we'll anyway have to stop before proceeding through the complete purport. What do you say, Sagar Prabhu? Anyone? Anyone else? Shakti Priya Mataji or anyone? Yeah.
Hare
What do you
Krishna,
all say?
Prabhuji.
Yeah, Sarika Mataji.
Prabhuji, you said that, okay, there are two souls living inside the
Mm-hmm.
body.
Mm-hmm.
So there is one soul, like we are, and
Mm-hmm.
then the other is super soul, which is God.
Mm-hmm.
And so is super soul residing inside the soul?
No, no. So if your question is the analogy that is given in Shvetashvatara Upanishad is that there are two, you can see these as two birds sitting on a branch. Let's say
Yes.
this branch is the body, uh, and there are
Yeah.
two individual, and there it's not like, okay, from the soul, inside the soul there is super soul.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Uh,
both are located in the heart, in the
yeah.
space of heart, and so this super soul, I mean, the next verse also will come. This
Yeah.
soul and super soul both are not one. Yeah, if you say that in the way that you have said, like is the super souls inside the soul, we should not consider the supreme personality in every body to be one with the individual soul.
Okay.
It would be like equating potent and impotent. You know what is impotent? Fit for nothing. Potent, fit for everything.
Mhm.
So if you just put
Right.
that super soul inside the soul, then the soul should be also fully potent,
Mhm.
right?
Right. Yeah.
But that's not the case. These details, differences we will discuss later. But that's the reason. So we see that this super soul is not inside the soul of the individual, but is present, and who is observing. And this super soul, anyway, the purport is also explaining this, right? The purport, what is the
Yeah.
purport saying? Yes, Krishna is knower. Yeah, we are also
Nowhere.
knower. Yesterday,
Yeah.
last Sunday we discussed. Now we are also
Yeah.
the knowers, right? Uh, the super soul. we know is plenary expansion of Krishna.
Right.
Because Krishna himself says that I am also the knower, but not the individual knower of the body. This knower
Yes.
is of a different caliber. This knower is of different capacity. This knower is not just only confined within this body, but this knower is also pervading in other bodies. He is present in every body as the super knower. Just as the example I gave of the sensor, right? The GPS sensor in every car. Yeah,
Yeah.
we may know only about our car, how it's moving, but the traffic department who has the access to all the cars through the GPS, they know everything. Hmm? So, on one way, we can see that the officer who is monitoring everything, of course, he has his own home, he has his own police station, or I don't know, whatever his facilities that he has, everything. But he is also locally present in every car.
Right.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
difference between these, yeah, and because this is another way, another additional way we can see this is that soul is individual knower. He can only know about what is his body, what is his body suffering, having happiness, and all these things, but he cannot feel or perceive or conscious about others. But super soul is the knower of not just this body, uh, but also others. This is one thing. So super soul is supreme proprietor. What is a proprietor? Do you know what is a proprietor?
Owner.
Mm, proprietor, close to it, but not owner.
Mm.
Anyone else? Proprietor? I
One
could
who
say.
enjoys everything, right, Prabhuji?
No.
Is the property of somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we go to there. So a proprietor is one, the property belongs to, let's say, city. Yeah. The property, everything belongs to whom? City. All the lands, fields, forests, and everything belongs to what? To the government, or I mean city. But what do? You're just paying something and you become what? Actually, we think that we are actually the owners of it because now I have all the rights. But government can at any time take it back, isn't it? Huh? The government still has a higher hand. It can simply say, "Hey, or whatever I have done, I want to change." Like for example, this road widening. If some road widening is happening, government can simply issue the what is it called orders to make the space available. Can you say no, no? I am the owner. I already bought. Now it's mine. Only I can do anything.
No.
Sarika Mataji, now you understand the difference between proprietor and the owner.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Owner means he has 100% control of it. Proprietor means he is property owner to only that extent that which he can do whatever. But as soon as the real owner is asking it back,
Yeah.
you have to give it back. Anyway, that is only a detail.
Okay.
So the super soul is the supreme proprietor of all the bodies, but the soul is only for his own body. Just like king is proprietor of all the lands, and citizen is proprietor of his only piece of land. Right? And when we talk about the controller, Lord is controller of the senses of not only this body. He is the controller of actually all the senses which are created during the material world creation. All the senses are sense organs, sense objects, everything is created, and even the potency, the power to manage and control all the senses is also created. And Lord is supreme controller of all these things. Rishikesha, that's why Rishi is the senses. Rishi, sorry, Rick. Kesha is to cut, yeah. Rishikesha. Soul is the secondary controller. That means, though I am inside this body, I want to lift my hand, unless the Lord is still approving, because He is still the supreme controller, I can't raise my hand. I have the hand, just like what do we call the state of uh, paralysis, isn't it? In paralysis, the hand is there, the body is there, live, everything is live. But what happened to this? Can the hand go up? No. Hmm? The supreme controller, he is given, okay, you have enjoyed whatever you have earned. Now, done is done. And super soul is infallible. Um, uh, super soul is also superior, though he is present in the same body. The reason if he is not talking, if he is not acting, if he is not directly directing us, doesn't mean that he is inferior and I am superior. Rather, I am inferior. I am only able to gauge and deal the activities of this body. But the super soul is above it. He is superior. What is the size of our soul is very, very minute. And now the soul that is present in everyone's body, it is of one, everything. That's what we call Paramatma. Paramatma, of course, he so mercifully spreading across everyone, but he is one, the Paramatma, who is very, very huge, all pervading. Just imagine, is pervading everywhere means how big he is. So in that way, we understand there is a lot of difference between the souls which are still in our heart. The soul and the super soul are of nature the same.
Yeah.
Chetanas chetananam. This chetas chetananam is nityas nityanam chetas chetananam eko bahunam. This is giving us a reference that we are same, but doesn't mean that we are exactly same. In a quantitative way, we are far, far minute, infinitesimal. We are very, very small. And this is what in the purport we come across. Where is that knowledge? No, this is what is said here. This is what we need to have here. This means that he is a super knower. Kshetrani sharirani bijam chapi subha subhe tani vetti sa yogatma tatha kshetrajna uchyate. So this is the understanding. This body is kshetra, and within it dwells the owner of the body and the supreme Lord, who knows body, both the body and the owner of the body. So and then this is what is saying about Prakriti. That is one opinion of wait. To understand both the soul and super soul are one yet distinct is knowledge. That is, first of all, to know about soul, not everyone is interested. If some are interested, they may just kind of mix up. Is it the same? No. To understand there is a difference between soul and super soul is actual knowledge, and all the questions related to that are the real questions. One should not confuse the three. What is that? There are three. Prakriti. Understand the position of Prakriti is inferior. Purusha, which is superior. And Ishvara, the owner, the knower, who dominates or controls the nature and the individual. This is called Bahiranga Shakti. This is Antaranga Shakti. And this is Tatastha Shakti. One should not confuse the three in their different capacities. Shaktis are different. The power that I have is inferior to the power that you have. It's not the same. One should not confuse the painter, painting, and easel. This material world, which is the field of activities, is nature. And the enjoyer of the nature is superior actually, is a living entity. And above them both is supreme controller. Bhokta Bhogya Prerita Preritaram cha matva sarvam proktam trividham Brahman. This Brahman are of three types. Yeah? These are three Brahman conception. Prakriti is Brahman as the field of activities. And Jiva is also Brahman. Yeah. And is trying to control the material nature. That's why it's Tatastha Shakti. And the controller of both of them is also Brahman, Param Brahman. But he is the factual controller. So in that way, Aham Brahmasmi, we think that, oh, I am Brahman means I am superior, I am as good as God, or I am God itself. Different schools of philosophies come with different degrees of this Brahman understanding of the individual soul, but these three are different. Yeah, Sarika Mataji, did it answer your question?
Ji Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you. And I think
Hare
anyway,
Krishna,
in
Prabhuji.
5 minutes, yeah.
Prabhuji, you mentioned about the proprietor and the owner, the difference. So, I mean, the God is called the supreme proprietor, not the supreme owner, or is it like this?
Body is called what?
You mentioned that the Krishna, the God, is a
Yeah.
supreme proprietor.
Yeah, he is also supreme proprietor and he is also supreme owner.
Okay.
It's not that he's only supreme proprietor, he's also supreme owner.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. There are three qualities: supreme controller, supreme enjoyer, and supreme owner. Yeah. Under supreme owner comes the supreme proprietor.
I mean, supreme owner is, I mean, the greater, no? Than
Yeah,
supreme
yeah.
proprietor.
Yeah. So these are the three ways, three factors to know who is Bhagavan. One, definition of Bhagavan. I think you may have come across this, na, during journey of self-discovery also.
Yes. Yeah, there that term comes supreme proprietor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll just finish off the purport. I think we have come to this last part. So in this chapter, it will also be explained that out of the two knowers, one is fallible and other is infallible. One is superior and other is subordinate. One who knows, one who understands the two knowers of the field to be one and the same, contradicts the Supreme Lord, who states here very clearly, I am also the knower of the field of activity. Very simple. And we are not of that capacity. So we should understand that the Lord is different. Example given is, one who misunderstands a rope to be a serpent is not in knowledge. There are different kinds of bodies and there are different kinds of owners of the bodies. Because each individual soul has his individual capacity for lording it over material nature, there are different bodies. But the Supreme also is present in them as the controller. So, in conclusion, that is the opinion of Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan. What is that? Krishna is a super soul present in each and every body apart from the individual soul. And Krishna explicitly says here that real knowledge is to know the super soul is the controller of both field of activities and the finite enjoyer. Who is the field of activities? Prakriti. And finite enjoyer? It's we. And we are both under the control of the super soul. Yep. Yes, I'll stop here. I don't know if someone has a question. Okay. Okay. Any final words from anyone? Want to add, share questions on this topic only? No questions? Then thank you so much for joining, and keep reading Gita. Vanchakalparabhyascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.